last dilemma number 4. The title is He Always Wants to Check My Phone. This is a little unusual dilemma for me, as this seems to be something girls more tend to do to their boyfriends, but my boyfriend constantly wants to check my phone. We've been dating for about 4 years now. We've never had issues before, but since 6 months, he constantly wants to check my phone. As far as I know, I haven't given him any reason not to trust me, and I have never cheated on him or any of my ex-boyfriends. Where is this behavior coming from? Please help.
Oh, that is very, like, so frustrating.
I think I've had that once.
That's
So I'm
so
speaking out
bad.
of experience with my
Yeah.
advice.
Ooh. I mean, I someone very close to me it's happened to, and like,
Yeah.
it's not even like, for me, I probably wouldn't get mad, especially if you've not done anything for it to be happening. It would upset me. I would be upset that they didn't trust me, that they felt the need to go on my phone.
Enormously frustrating.
So fucking frustrating.
Like, even though there's nothing on there, it's just like dog pictures and like, you know, like, I don't know, voice notes to my girlfriends. Like, it's just like also like a sense of privacy. Like,
oh my God,
excuse
it's a
me.
huge
It's
breach
annoying.
of privacy.
Like, what does he do? Does he read your conversations with your mom?
Ugh.
Like, you know what I mean? Or like with your friends, like you talking about like what nail color you're gonna do next? Like, what? Why does he need to know
like,
that?
what is he looking for?
I think he's projecting.
I don't
So
wanna
basically, the actual definition is, so projecting involves denying a negative quality in yourself by projecting it / seeing it in another person, even when it really isn't there. It means that the person can continue to feel like an innocent victim. So basically, it means that like
he has stuff on his phone.
he is doing something wrong and he knows it's wrong, and it makes him so insecure, so he thinks you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? He thinks you're doing something as well, so he starts checking your phone. He's just projecting his own insecurities on you,
Okay.
even though you don't do anything wrong.
Interesting. Do you want to hear what I think? So that's one scenario that could be. By the way, like, this isn't helpful advice because we're just giving like our like, oh, it could be this, But if it were me and like I had done nothing wrong, gave him no reason to do that, and they've been dating for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
I would think that he's worried that you're gonna get bored of him, and he thinks that you might be up to stuff now that you've been dating him for so long. So he's looking to see if you're doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, he might think that he's worried about losing you.
If you're being very distant and like,
which
you know,
maybe she is and she doesn't know it though.
Yeah.
So as long as you're
so
not
maybe
doing
check
something
that
like
with
that.
yourself. Exactly. I think step 1 is Millie. I'm a bit drastic, sorry. So Millie is step 1. Her advice, like, see if you're like being distant and have a
Just
conversation
like reassure
about
him.
it.
Be like, look,
Yeah.
you don't need to do that. I'm still very in love with you. It's like this is like I think we're still doing great. Like, you don't need to worry. I'm not
Exactly
doing anything silly, which you shouldn't have to do. Like, that's literally being the bigger person. But if the roles were reversed, you would hope that they would do that for you, right?
Exactly. But if it's still if you have reassured the guy to the max and he still does this,
yeah, no, that's not good,
babe. In my experience,
run for the hills.
Yeah, like I feel like he's projecting. Then it's like, then yeah,
and
then
also,
there's
like,
something
it's
wrong.
A huge trust issue in the relationship. Like, if you are in a relationship where you feel the need to check someone else's phone, that is not the right relationship. You should never have to do that. Like, you should be able to ask your partner to their face anything you want, and they should tell you the truth. And if you can't do that, gotta go.
Like, if he constantly wants to check your phone and there's nothing on there and you don't have anything on your phone for him to not trust you, like, if this comes out of nowhere, I would think like, why is there something on your phone? You know what I mean? So maybe there's something on his phone.
Yeah, I would.
And this is why he gets insecure. He's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? He's literally projecting his insecurities onto you.
Yeah.
So I would say, if it's not you who's giving him trust issues, then maybe check his phone. I had a girlfriend, have a girlfriend, and her ex-boyfriend, whenever she would go out, she would come back home, or like even like go out for like a juice and a sandwich, and she would come back home, her boyfriend would be like, what have you done? What have you been doing? Who are you with? Like, he was like so controlling.
So possessive.
And like he would like constantly want to like check up on her and check where she is, and like he was too much. And it was because he was doing things wrong And then he
Yeah.
thought because he's doing things wrong and like,
Yeah.
you know, he's so good at hiding it, he was like, oh, she must be so good at hiding it as well.
Mm,
It was the most toxic relationship ever.
that sounds crazy.
It was crazy, poor girl.
I have a story about a friend of mine who was, she lives with her boyfriend now of 2 years, and she had a boyfriend before him, and he got on her computer when she was in London.
Oh my
She
God.
lives outside London.
Do not, by the way, do not sync your iPad or
Mm.
whatever you have with your iMessage. Like, just don't.
Because he got on it and looked at all of her camera roll, and it's like from years ago, from when she was in her relationship before him.
Mm-hmm.
And he found photos, like photos she sent him, like nudes, like in underwear and stuff. The photos that she had sent him were the same, like recycled photos that she had sent to her first boyfriend. And he found
That is, first of all, that's genius. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
She was like, I'm just too lazy to retake them. Like, I didn't think
So
it was
true.
a crime. I didn't think anyone would find out.
It's the same
He-
body, like it's the same like person on the picture, so why not?
He freaked out. He was like, he
That's
felt
fun.
like it was so wrong, which like I would just be like, whatever, but yeah, funny story. So lock your iPads and computers as well, girls.
Delete your nudes first of all for safety reasons. You never
Oh my
know
god, it's so
who
funny.
gets into your phone, who's not
Yeah.
your boyfriend.
Exactly. Gosh.
But yeah, oh my God, that's hilarious. She recycles her nudes. That's genius.